The train raced through the dark fields of England, cutting through heavy rain and silence. Inside, only a few passengers remained, each lost in their own thoughts. The dim yellow lights flickered softly above their heads. It felt like just another late-night journey, calm and ordinary. But something in the air felt wrong. Aisha sat quietly by the window, watching the rain slide down like tears. Her mind was full of memories she couldn't escape. Across from her, a man named Daniel sat, holding an old photo tightly. Their eyes met for a moment, then quickly looked away. Neither knew their lives were about to change forever. After a few minutes, Aisha finally spoke, breaking the silence. "Long journey?" she asked, her voice soft but curious. Daniel gave a small, tired smile and nodded slowly. "Yeah, maybe longer than I expected," he replied. There was something strange in his tone. Suddenly, the lights flickered harder this time, almost going out. The train made a strange screeching sound, as if something hit it. Passengers looked around nervously, whispering to each other. A child began to cry somewhere in the back. Fear slowly started spreading like a shadow. From the far end of the train, a loud scream echoed. Everyone froze, their hearts skipping a beat. A man stumbled into the aisle, barely able to stand. His face looked pale, and his body shook uncontrollably. "Help me," he whispered before collapsing. For a moment, everything went silent. Then suddenly, the man's body moved again. But this time, it wasn't normal. His movements were stiff and unnatural. His eyes looked empty, like all life had left him. Something had taken over him. Without warning, he attacked the nearest passenger. People screamed and jumped out of their seats in panic. The calm train turned into chaos within seconds. No one understood what was happening anymore. Fear had now turned into pure terror. Daniel quickly stood up and grabbed Aisha's hand tightly. "Stay with me if you want to survive," he said firmly. Aisha hesitated for a second, then nodded in fear. They ran together toward the other side of the train. Behind them, screams continued to echo. A group of survivors gathered near the last compartment. Some were crying, others were trying to think of a plan. "Block the doors," someone shouted in desperation. They pushed seats, bags, and anything they could find. Time felt like it was running out. From the darkness of the train, more figures started appearing. Slow steps, broken movements, but coming closer. Their faces looked lifeless, their eyes completely empty. They weren't humans anymore. They were something far worse. Aisha held Daniel's arm tightly, her hands shaking. "What are they?" she whispered, barely able to speak. Daniel looked at them with fear in his eyes. They were people. "But not anymore," he replied. His voice was heavy with realization. The train kept speeding through the night with no stop in sight. Outside, nothing could be seen except darkness and rain. Inside, the survivors were trapped with something terrifying. The creatures slowly reached the barricade and began pushing against it. The sound of banging grew louder and more aggressive. The barricade started to shake with every hit. Some people began to panic and cry loudly. Others prayed, hoping for a miracle. But deep down, they knew help wasn't coming. Aisha turned toward Daniel, tears forming in her eyes. "Are we going to die here?" she asked softly. Daniel looked at her, then held her hand gently. "No, not while I'm here," he said with determination, even though fear was clear on his face. For a moment, everything felt still between them. In the middle of chaos, they found a strange comfort. Two strangers, now holding onto each other for hope. Suddenly, a loud crack echoed through the train. People screamed and stepped back in horror. Outside the barricade, the creatures kept pushing harder. The creatures' hands started reaching through the gap. There was no stopping them now. Daniel quickly pulled Aisha behind him to protect her. The fear in the air became suffocating. Darkness filled the entire train in seconds. Only the sounds of breathing and footsteps remained. Aisha could hear the creatures getting closer in the dark. Someone screamed. Her heart was racing uncontrollably now. She held Daniel tighter than ever. His voice was calm, but filled with emotion. Aisha slowly closed her eyes, trusting him completely. Even in the darkest moment,